What is up, everybody? JT Dangerous here once again. I am here to do my Ring of Honor's Glory by Honor 17 New Orleans 2019 predictions. Now, Glory by Honor New Orleans happens this Saturday, live and exclusively on Honor Club from the Uno Lakefront Arena in New Orleans, Louisiana. Now, this card for this year's Glory by Honor in New Orleans is stacked from top to bottom. We have 9 big matches with 3 titles on the line, so I am very excited to do my Glory by Honor predictions for you guys this year, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record coming into Glory by Honor this year after our last Ring of Honor event, which was Death Before Dishonor back in Las Vegas, Nevada, we went 5-4. So our overall record coming in is 309, 107, and 3. So we're coming in extremely hot when it comes to Ring of Honor pay-per-view predictions on the channel. We're riding a huge winning streak, and I'm looking to keep it that way. So hopefully in this video we will continue the red hot winning ways. We're on an unprecedented 15 pay-per-view winning streak that started all the way back in November of last year, and hopefully in this video we will extend this winning streak and make it number 16. Hopefully. Now, this is the first video in a combined 4 video day on the channel today, guys, so I hope you guys will be able to watch all these videos. Always show your support on the channel by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons, hitting that notification bell, commenting your picks and your opinions in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, as a first time viewer, and this is your first video, boy, pick to go in if you're a huge fan of Ring of Honor like myself and you're ready for this year's Glory by Honor event in New Orleans, Louisiana. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is just 2. Woo woo! Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these predictions. Starting off with the first matchup. It is a one-on-one first ever meeting. On one side, he is a multiple time and former tag team champion in Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and TNA. He is Alex Shelley. And his opponent is Ring of Honor's resident submission specialist. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is the Octopus Jonathan Gresham. Now, this could be an absolute banger of a one-on-one showdown. Now, starting off with Alex Shelley first, we last saw Alex Shelley all the way back in August at Summer Supercard challenging Matt Taven for the Ring of Honor World Champion. So this is his first time back in over 2 months. And the fact that Alex Shelley is back full-time on the Ring of Honor makes me really happy, because I've been watching Alex Shelley since the early days of TNA. And he can still go with anybody with his finisher, that Gargano Escape finisher. He can really put down anybody, and he can be in line for any title he wants. He can go after the television title, he can go after the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships if he wanted to, and he can even go after the Ring of Honor World Championship. But his matchup is definitely big for him, because it's a chance to prove that he can still go with the top talents in Ring of Honor in 2019. There on the other side, you have the Octopus Jonathan Gresham coming off his biggest win of his career, tapping out the franchise Jada Lethal at Death Before Dishonor in Vegas, and he's coming in with a huge chip on his shoulder. I mean, a lot of people have never tapped out Jay Lethal one-on-one. I think he's the first to do it. So he's got to have a big chip on his shoulder. He's beaten one of his mentors, and now he has a chance to defeat another one of his mentors that really made Jonathan Gresham Jonathan Gresham. Now, if you guys remember the Search and Destroy team with Jonathan Gresham and Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, this was before Jay Lethal being a teacher to Jonathan Gresham. Shelley was also a teacher to Jonathan Gresham. So this is a big matchup for the Octopus. So coming from me in this one-on-one first ever meeting between these two, if you thought that Lethal Gresham matchup at Death Before Dishonor was good, this one could top it. Coming from me, I'm going to go with the Octopus Jonathan Gresham to get it done and defeat Alex Shelley by any means. And now the next matchup. It is a huge 15-man battle royal, where the winner of this battle royal will be challenging for the Ring of Honor World Championship later tonight in the main event. Now, there's some big names in this 15-man battle royal. Names like Kenny King, Joe Hendry, Silas Young, Josh the Goods Woods, who is definitely on fire in 2019, Rhett Titus, Beer City Bruiser, Brian Malonis, Cheeseburger, and Coast to Coast. But this is a big opportunity for one of these men to have a shot at the Ring of Honor World Championship later tonight. So coming from me in this 15-man battle royal to see who will be challenging Roosh for the Ring of Honor World Championship later tonight in the main event. My 3 picks to win are Kenny King, Josh the Goods Woods, and here's an upset pick for you, Cheeseburger. And now the next matchup. It is a huge tag team grudge match on one side. They are all representing
Lifeblood.
They are consisting of Hot Sauce Tracy Williams and Overkill Mark Haskins. And their opponents, all representing Villain Enterprises, consisting of 1/3 of the reigning Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Champions, the Monster Brody King, and his partner, the newest addition to Villain Enterprises, the mercenary, the understudy, Flip Gordon. Now, this war with Lifeblood and Villain Enterprises has been going on ever since Best in the World back in June in Baltimore, where Flip Gordon turned on Lifeblood and joined Villain Enterprises. And since then, these two have gone back and forth from 6-man tag team street fights on Ring of Honor television, from canceled 6-man tag team championship opportunities for Lifeblood, multiple attacks from Flip Gordon to Hot Sauce Tracy Williams in matches that he could have won the television title. These two worn factions have gone back and forth with each other, and something's got to give. So coming from me in this tag team grudge matchup between Lifeblood and Villain Enterprises, I'm going to go with the team of Brody King and the mercenary Flip Gordon to get it done and defeat the Lifeblood squad of Overkill Mark Haskins and Hot Sauce Tracy Williams by any means. And now the next matchup. It is the first of 2 semi-final matches to see who will be the #1 contender for the Ring of Honor World Championship at Final Battle in Baltimore in December. And this one's going to be a damn good one-on-one showdown. On one side, he is also representing Villain Enterprises, and he is 2/3 of the reigning Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Champions, a man who is indeed not human. He is PCO. And his opponent is a former Ring of Honor World Champion, and if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is Dalton Castle. Now, this is going to be a very intriguing semifinal matchup. Now, starting over with PCO first, he got here by defeating Kenny King at Death Before Dishonor, and now PCO has got an opportunity and 2 victories away from getting another shot at the Ring of Honor World Championship before the end of 2019. There's how you have Dalton Castle coming off his victory on the fallout of Death Before Dishonor, defeating Overkill Mark Haskins. And now Dalton Castle is 2 wins away from once again getting a shot at the Ring of Honor World Championship at Final Battle. And you remember, he won his first Ring of Honor World title at Final Battle. So it's history on the side of the Party Peacock. So, coming from me in this semi-final matchup to see who will advance to the finals later tonight and to see who will become the #1 contender for the Ring of Honor World Championship at Final Battle. This can go either way. I like PCO and I like Dalton Castle. But coming from me, Dalton Castle has had one hell of a rough 2019. I think this is going to be maybe his best opportunity to get back in the world title picture. So coming from me, as much as I love PCO, I may get this one wrong. I'm going to go with Dalton Castle to defeat PCO by any means and advance in this #1 contenders tournament. And now the next matchup. It is for the Ring of Honor Women's Championship in a Death Before Dishonor rematch. Starting off with the challenger. She is the former and first ever 2-time Ring of Honor Women's Champion, and she's looking to regain the gold here. She is the gatekeeper, Kelly Kline. And Kelly Kline is challenging the reigning and defending and brand new Ring of Honor Women's Champion. She's now a 7-time Women's Champion. She is representing the Allure, and she will be accompanied by the exotic goddess Mandy Leon. She is Angelina Love. Now, we all know how Angelina Love won the Ring of Honor Women's title at Death Before Dishonor with a lot of outside interference from Mandy Leon, and this is Kelly Kline's chance to redeem herself. Now, Kelly Kline did say the night after Death Before Dishonor that she's going to get this title back, but she's going to have backup on the outside for her. Now, the question is, who is Kelly Kline's backup going to be? Is it going to be Jenny Rose? Is it going to be Sumi Sakai? Or is it going to be the woman I think is going to be the next Ring of Honor Women's Champion, the Man-Eater, Maria Manic? But the big question is, if it is Maria Manic, can Kelly Kline trust her to be in her corner and help her win back the Ring of Honor Women's title? There is idea of Angelina Love looking to start her first reign as the Ring of Honor Women's Champion with her first title defense in over 5 years. And the fact that she is the Women's Champion, I gotta just say this, and this is a straight up shoot. The only reason Angelina Love is Ring of Honor Women's Champion is because her best friend Velvet Sky is banging Bully Ray. That's the only reason she's won this title. She's always been talented, but this is not the Angelina Love I watched back in TNA. This is just a by any means attitude to Angelina Love, winning by any means with any outside interference she can get. And I kind of think this reign is going to be a joke with her holding that title. So, coming from me in this Death Before Dishonor rematch for the Ring of Honor Women's title, man, as much as I want to see Kelly Kline regain this belt, there's never been a transitional women's champion yet, and I don't see it happening anytime soon. So, coming from me, I'm unfortunately going to be picking Angelina Love to retain the Ring of Honor Women's Championship by any means and defeat Kelly Kline. Ugh. And now the next matchup. It is the second semifinal matchup to see who will be making it to the finals later tonight. And this one's going to be a damn good one on one side. He is the leader of Villain Enterprises. And he is the other half of the reigning Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Champions. He is a former Ring of Honor Television Champion and a former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. Whoop, whoop! Whoop, whoop! Whoop, whoop! He is the one true villain, Marty Scrull. And his opponent is the former longest reigning two-time Ring of Honor World Champion. And he is indeed the franchise. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is Jada Lethal. Now, this is only the second one-on-one meeting between Jada Lethal and Marty Scrull. Jada Lethal won the only meeting back at Final Battle in 2017 over the villain, and this is the much-anticipated rematch. Now, starting off with Marty Scrull first, he advanced into this tournament by defeating Colt Cabana at Death Before Dishonor, and Marty Scrull is just 2 victories away from once again having an opportunity at the Ring of Honor World Championship. Now, biggest question coming in, the elephant in the room, is Marty Scrull's contract. His contract ends in November. This tournament ends tonight, and the winner goes on to December's Final Battle. I don't know how this is going to work, that Marty Scrull, I know a lot of people want to see Marty Scrull win this, but it's physically impossible. Because if his contract ends in November, how is he going to have a world title matchup in December? It doesn't add up. As much as I love Marty Scrull, he is going to be a top free agent when he gets out of Ring of Honor. And I know he's not going to stay there. There's no way he stays there for another year. Because you're going to get huge offers from the WWE, NXT, or All Elite Wrestling. And All Elite Wrestling would be the perfect spot for a true villain. But Marty Scrull's chances of winning this matchup are very slim and none. There is idea of Jada Lethal looking to get back into the world title picture. And let's just be honest here. Jada Lethal, ever since losing the Ring of Honor World title, hasn't been the same guy that was dominating Ring of Honor as the Ring of Honor World Champion. And since he lost it, he really hasn't been good. I mean, he's lost in tag team matches. He got pinned by Jonathan Gresham at Death Before. He got tapped out by Jonathan Gresham at Death Before Dishonor. And Lethal's almost it's almost like the Okada. You remember how Okada lost the IWGP title last year to Kenny Omega, and then his whole change of attitude, the red hair, the pants, everything changes. Same thing with Jay Lethal. It's like he can't continue to be the franchise without being the champion. And this is maybe his one best opportunity to do it by winning this tournament and once again being the #1 contender for that Ring of Honor Championship belt. So coming from me in the final semi-final matchup in this #1 contenders tournament to see who will be punching their ticket to the finals later tonight. This one's the trickiest pick because I want to pick Marty Scrull, but I also want to pick Jay Lethal because it's the smart decision. So coming from me, that contract thing definitely hurts Marty, even though he's undefeated in 2019 in one-on-one matches, if you can believe it. He's 10-0. Coming from me, this final has to go through Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal's the former champion. I think he's the only guy I think should win this. So coming from me, I am taking the franchise Jay Lethal to defeat the villain Marty Scrull by any means and advance to the finals later tonight. And now the next matchup. It is the finals of this 2019 #1 Contenders Tournament between two former world champions, Pco-Castle and the franchise Jay Lethal. Now, for me, this has to be the finals because it's two guys who know the Ring of Honor World title better than anybody. Jay Lethal, two-time Ring of Honor World Champion against a former Ring of Honor World Champion that was champion all of last year. And both guys who are having a rough 2019, especially Pco-Castle. After losing the Ring of Honor World title, he has really not been the same guy. Same thing with Jay Lethal, ever since losing the title to Matt Taven and Marty Scrull in that ladder match at G1 Supercard at Madison Square Garden. So this matchup is definitely big for both, but there can only be one #1 contender. So coming from me, in the finals of this #1 Contenders Tournament to see who will be the #1 contender for the Ring of Honor World Championship at Final Battle in Baltimore in December, I'm going to have to go with the man that I think could give Roosh a run for his money, and that's the franchise Jay Lethal to defeat Pco-Castle by any means. And now the next matchup. It is for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships. Starting off with the challengers. They are looking to become the first ever father-son Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, the team of Luke and PJ, the Hawks. And the Hawks are challenging the reigning and defending and unprecedented 11-time Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, the best tag team in Ring of Honor's history, and they have been there since day one. And if you know their music, you know who I'm talking about. It's time to reach for the sky, boy. They are Mark J. the Briscoes. Now, this one's going to be a very intriguing tag team title matchup at Glory by Honor this year. Now, starting off with the Hawks boys, this is my first time seeing them, and I didn't even realize they're a father-son tag team, and an opportunity to become the first ever father-son tag team champions in Ring of Honor. I don't know if that's ever happened in Ring of Honor's history or in wrestling history, that a father and a son challenging for the tag team titles and actually have an opportunity to win it. But history at this event does not favor them. But it's going to be exciting to see what they can bring to Ring of Honor's tag team division. They're excited to have the Briscoes coming off their successful title defense at Death Before Dishonor over Lifeblood's Bandito and Overkill Mark Haskins. And this is just another big title defense for them boys, the Briscoes. And history at this event definitely favors them. Because here's a huge dangerous fact. The Ring of Honor tag team titles have been defended 11 times at Glory by Honor. The title have only changed hands twice. Champions here are 8-2, and the last time the Ring of Honor tag team titles changed hands at Glory by Honor, you gotta go all the way back to Glory by Honor 5 in 2006, when the Kings of Wrestling, the team of Chris Hero, Cassius Ohno, and Claudio Castagnoli, Cesaro, defeated then champions Austin Aries and the reigning NXT North American champion Roderick Strong. So it's been a long time since the tag team titles have changed hands at this event, and the last team to retain their belts here was 2016 when the Young Bucks did it. So, coming from me, in this matchup for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles, this should be good because we do know the Briscoes will be defending the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles against Aussie Open during the Honor United Tour in London, so that's going to be very fun to watch. So coming from me, I'm going to take them boys, Mark and Jay, the Briscoes, to get it done and retain the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles by any means and defeat PJ and Luke Hawx. And now the main event. It is for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Starting off with the challenger. Now the challenger will be determined in the 15-man battle royal earlier in the night, and whoever won that battle royal will be challenging the reigning and defending and brand new and first ever Mexican-born Ring of Honor World Champion, the undefeated El Toro Blanco Rush. Now, whoever wins that battle royal is going to get a golden opportunity, the chance to end Rush's title reign before it starts, and also give him his first one-on-one defeat. But that is very highly unlikely. There on your side, you have Rush making his first title defense since winning the Ring of Honor World title over Matt Taven at Death Before Dishonor in Vegas. This is his first title defense, and history at this event definitely favors him, because here's another huge dangerous fact. The Ring of Honor World title has been defended 13 times at Glory by Honor. It has only changed hands twice. Champions here are 10-2. And the last time this title changed hands at Glory by Honor, you got to go all the way back to 2005 when Bryan Danielson lost the belt, and the previous time 9 years ago when Roderick Strong lost the Ring of Honor World title. So history is definitely on the side of Rush, and his record in Ring of Honor is impeccable. It's perfect. He is 16-0 in one-on-one matches. Try topping that. 16-0 in Ring of Honor one-on-one matches for El Toro Blanco. So, coming from me in this main event matchup for the Ring of Honor World Championship, whoever the challenger is, they're going to take the bull. You're going to realize when you mess with the bull, you're going to get the horn. So, coming from me, I am taking the undefeated El Toro Blanco Rush to remain undefeated and go 17-0 and retain the Ring of Honor World Championship by any means and defeat the winner of the 15-man Battle Royal. And those are my Glory by Honor New Orleans 2019 predictions. Now, I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Comment below, who do you have winning that Battle Royal to fight? Who do you have winning that Battle Royal to fight Rush for the Ring of Honor World title? Let me know who you got winning that. I got Kenny King. I got Josh the Goods Woods and Cheeseburger winning. Let me know who you have. Who do you have winning the Ring of Honor tag team titles between the Hawks versus the Briscoes? And who do you have winning that #1 Contenders Tournament? I have Jada Lethal winning. Let me know who you got and what is your potential finals matchup. Let me know in the comment section below all your picks. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to you, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. And I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Now, before you guys go, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you guys can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button to become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. And I will see you guys later today for my Week 7 college football predictions. Later days, guys, and peace.